In the zone. In the zone. In the Twilight Zone. Zone.
Oh wait, I just messed it up. Hi, I'm Rowan.
Hi, I'm Calvin.
This is the 16th episode of In the Zone. And so we're going to be discussing the episode of The Hitch-Hiker. So you can watch it on. We're going to go through the whole plot and spoil it all. So watch it on IMDb, Hulu, Netflix. So we start. There is a car and this woman's
And there's a
standing there.
weird pole in front of the car.
Okay. And so a guy's fixing her car. She's driving from Manhattan to LA. And the guy says that he's very lucky to be alive. Says all these silly things. Oh, I should have gotten a hearse instead of a mechanic because you would have been died, but you're not. So that's good. While she's driving away, she sees this creepy man just standing over there.
And at first she's like, oh, whatever. Some
He's
random
like,
hitchhiker.
I don't know. And so
He's just like,
and so yeah, so and so she passes him by, and then fade to black. Simple. And now she's at a gas station, and she sees the scary man in the mirror, and that's quite
and then
scary.
she gets a little bit more freaked out.
Yeah, and this guy is there, and she's like, did you see that hitchhiker man that I was just looking at? And he's gone, and he's like, well, probably got picked up by someone. She gets in her car, drives away, and then, wah! Hitchhiker pops out, gets very close to the camera.
And it freaks me out.
Super
I'm just like,
spooky.
whoa.
Spooky! In this very long montage, she's driving through different places, and she's always seeing him whenever she stops, whenever she goes to get some water or something, or she's on the highway.
So she gets a little freaked out. She's like,
and she's talking about how vague her fear is. Like, I have no reason to be afraid of him, but it's just so strange. And my fear is vague because he's vague. And yeah. And so next, she's in the diner. And the guy, and she's like, are there hitchhikers here? And he's like, on the turnpike? Why no? He says there are very rarely any hitchhikers. This scene is kind of unnecessary. I don't really like it that much. But it's a good filling between montages.
appetizer.
Yes. And so she's like, it's getting so that I hate that car!
Which
She gets
kind
again.
of confuses me.
Yeah, that part didn't really go anywhere. So then she gets to this part and there's construction, so she has to wait there, and she sees the guy. And there's a very cool moment where she opens up the car door and then immediately closes it back up, and he smilingly walks over to her, and he says, heading west? She's like, no, I'm not going west, no!
I'm just driving a little less way!
And then goes past the construction. And I really wish that he didn't talk at this part. I wish the only time he talked was at the end. I think that would have made the episode better. So then she's driving away and he pops up again and he goes,
she freaks out a little too much though. I mean,
are you kidding me? She sees him everywhere she goes. Now she's at a railroad and there's a train. But then she sees, there he is! And she just does not want to have to deal with this guy, so she wants to get across. But then, she gets stuck on the grass. And he's like, he doesn't really care. He goes like, bleh. And she's like, the last second she gets away. And then the train passes and the guy is not there anymore.
Whoa!
And she is like, well, now my fear is not vague anymore. He clearly just tried to kill me, so now I am even more scared than I was before. And she's like, I don't know if I should turn back or I should go, because it would just be totally lame. What's the point if he's just going to be annoying me? So she's like, I don't know. And then we fade to black. And then we come back and it appears she still decided to go on. And she's coming out of a tunnel and she sees him again. She just sees him everywhere. Now it is night. And she's like, ooh, I'll drink him.
What nerve this man has.
I'm going to trick him by going down this spooky dirt road. And so she goes down there and she runs out of gas.
And then there's a gas.
So she goes to the gas station.
But it's closed.
It's closed, and he's like, come back in the morning. And he's like, no, this is
No, I can't. There's no freaking man following me.
Crazy.
Good acting, right?
Loud, yes. And so she's like, this is a suspicious man. And he's like, what's he been doing? That's suspicious. And she's like, standing there. And he's like, I don't buy it. She's like, oh, he's been following me. And I love this thing where she has to open up the window again. It's a lot of fun. But then she's not fast enough. Yeah, and she's like, and then she goes, and there's a hand on her shoulder all of a sudden. And
that startled me.
Yes, me too.
It's just like,
Very creepy. And it turns out it's not a creepy guy, it's a hunky sailor, I mean. And so she's like, I ran out of gas.
And he has the weirdest hat. It looks like...
It's a sailor hat.
No,
And
it's like big and he's like...
he says he's headed back to San Diego and that's where she's going. So she's like, ooh, maybe I should go after all. She's like, hey, I'll take you a ride. Now I won't be alone. He's like, yep. And then somehow he just convinces the guy to get them gas or something. They take the gas, go back to the car. They're like, hey, hike much? And he's like, not really. It kind of doesn't really go anywhere. And they're like, well, I wonder if I was driving, if there was a hitchhiker, and if he got a car that was faster than me and he kept seeing me, maybe that would happen. He's like, well, I don't care, maybe, haha. And so he's like, hey, never met a dame like you. Hey, you look like a movie star, hey. So then she sees the hitchhiker and she goes, whoop! She tries to run him over and he's like, whoa! Are you crazy, lady? I didn't see nothing. And so she sees him again and whoa, tries to kill him. And she was like,
maybe I should drive.
Yeah, and he's like, whew, stop a second. Oh, I'm not telling you, but that's what he said. And now he's very scared of her because he's like, I was trying to kill him. That man I saw, I was trying to kill him. That you didn't see. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go. And she's like, please don't go. And she is so desperate to have a person.
Please don't go.
And he's like, I like you. I thought we could be friends. And she's like trying to think that might help. But it doesn't help at all. So he goes and she's just so scared.
What you need is a good night's sleep.
And she just needs to hear a human voice again. So she goes to the telephone booth. And she calls her mother, and they pick up the phone.
And this is the twist.
Wait. Who's this? It's Mrs. Whitney. I don't know, Mrs. Whitney. Oh, I look after her. She's in the hospital because she had a nervous breakdown because of her daughter's death. It was at the.
Oh, and her daughter has a weird name, Nan
Adams.
Nan.
Named after Rod Serling's daughter, whose name was Anne, but her nickname was Nan. So So that's why. And her daughter died at the beginning of the episode when the car crashed. She's spooked to the core, but not really, because he goes out and she's like, there's no fear now, I feel empty of emotion. Yeah. And she's like, looking out in the night sky, I think I know who that man is.
But we don't exactly get it directly find out.
It seemed clear to me, but maybe we'll talk about this later. So she gets in the car, whoop, turns up the mirror, I believe you're going my way, and she's like, yep, I'm dead. And so then it's the end.
So we think this man is deaf?
I definitely did.
You don't get a clear picture of who the man actually is.
I think it was. Because he was trying to get her to die or get her to realize that he was dead. How did you like this episode,
It was
Calvin?
way better than the last one.
What?
I give it like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. That is a highest score, much higher than the last one. I thought
really good.
I thought the last one was good. I thought this one was also good. Maybe a little better. Last one I gave an 8, right? Right. This one's really good. I just really I thought that man was. I wish he didn't talk. What a bummer. But there's a lot of good stuff. I think there's just a lot of it is just her driving around though.
Yeah, but it's pretty good for me.
It's very good, very good. It felt like it didn't leave me wanting more. I love the Twilight Zone episodes here, where it just feels like a lot happened. It feels like 25 minutes. That's a good long time. They used it all up. Usually it feels like, whoa, that went by way too quickly, and that's kind of unsatisfying. But this one gave me a very good story, and I enjoyed it. And I did. I'm going to give it very close to a 9, but not quite at 9 level. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Oh, 8.5. So that's the closest rating you've ever given to my rating.
What? Well, we've had the same. Well, I mean that's as close as you can get, I suppose. And besides, having the same score. So that's our episode. Next week we're back for the fun-filled spooktacular The Fever. I've seen this episode once, and I remember it is just so dumb and so much fun.
You're going
it's exciting.
way.
Okay, bye.